Hello, how are you guys doing? Just an awful emote, isn't it? Like every time I see it in chat, the Mr. Bucket emote is just awful. Why give us a vote if it was winning? It was winning. It was winning. Why is it? How much behind is it? What the hell? It was winning though. My summer car was winning. It won by a lot. It won by 2. It was tied. Yeah, I want people to be able to catch up on Danganronpa. I hope that's okay. It was very close though. Democracy. You vote, and then I decide to do something else. That's how democracy works, right? Like just sort of a semblance of you having any choice in what goes on, and I just ignore it. It's more of an electoral college system where, like, you guys vote for what you want, and then I change that to what I want. Why did I put it on the poll if I weren't gonna do it anyway? I mean, it was tied. It was tied though. It was tied when I actually hit the like button to go live. It was tied last I checked, and then it was winning. TRNB, thank you for the 27 months of support. It was tied. I flipped a coin. My summer car won. $27 months is a long time. Yeah, how are you doing, TRNB? I haven't seen you in a minute. If we decide to spray paint the car, how much do we need? You need about 1 can in order to spray paint it. Alternatively, you can get a custom job done and just switch it out entirely. Alright, so I think what we need to do is I first off need to let off some stress. However I do that, I think that's just like, you've been a good essential worker. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't jerk off. Also, is that really gonna help? I like how I didn't even, like, question whether or not that was a mechanic in the game. I was just like, is that the right course of action? Like, I just sort of assumed that it is. Alright, now can I just, like, okay. Why do I have sausages in my sauna? In case if I want to cook some. I'm stressed the fuck out right now, apparently. Which is, you know, generally just accurate. But I don't have a sauna to, like, deal with issues with. Why is this not filling? How do physics work? Is this... But, you know, been doing good. Working on a painting. The painting I'm working on is just horribly, horribly orange. Like, it's a good color, but it's like staring into the sun. It's, like, so bright. I'm drinking it? Okay, I'll just stand back a bit. There we go. There we go. It's like a really beautiful color of orange, but it just hurts to look at at close proximity. So that's making it take a little longer. That, and I'm trying to mix an exact color of orange, and I'm running low on yellow. So, and I'm trying, like, not to go out, because every time I go out, like, that means that someone else has to work a job. Can you describe this game in a tweet? Ostensibly about making a car. Absolutely not about making a car. Gremlin Simulator. That might be a few letters too long, but something close. Hey. Nice. Alright, so we need to go get that today. Goblin Sim. Do we have enough money this time? I don't remember how much we need. We need some. This little erection isn't up yet. Buy cigarettes at the shop. Should I just do that? What's the difference between the gremlin and a goblin? That's a good question. I don't know. Am I gonna play Mine With Your Car when it comes out? I think that was a joke. I don't think that's a real thing, right? Like, theoretically, I'm building this car. And I'm gonna do, like, a token effort at putting it a little bit together every stream. Just that way it's eventually all together. But, you know. I think, development started last week officially. Wow. You can still get the, what are the differences between a goblin and a gremlin? A gremlin, I think, causes mischief on purpose. I think a goblin is like an orc, but tiny. Have you ever heard of nuclear pneumonics or long-range nuclear waste warning messages, or specifically expert judgment markers on deterrent of human intrusion onto waste pilot plant? No, I don't know what any of those are. Head to town. Is there anything else that we need in town? We're doing good. We're doing good. My mom dropped by yesterday because for whatever reason, like, some things that I get, specifically like government checks. Oh, is the vote? Yeah, that's probably really loud. Sorry. Tax returns, stuff like that. Like, official government stuff ends up going to my parents' place, right? So they got my, like, whatever it was called, stimulus check, right? And so I, now it's too quiet, I'll bring it back up. So I got my stimulus check, but it went to my parents' place, so I was kind of like, well, you know, we're not hard up on money, so it's fine. So anyway, my mom was in the area because she had to do something, and she was like, why don't I just drop it by? I'm like, okay. So, like, we just kind of, like, opened the window, and she sat outside the front door, and we just, like, talked through the window 6 feet apart. Because I'm reasonably sure that we're okay. Like, I don't go out and do stuff, you know? But also, I, you know, worry about my mom. But, you know, so it should be okay. But anyway, I got my check and I deposited it today, actually. Yeah, so my mom just stood outside and we just hung out like that. Deposited a check, just put it into savings. I'm okay for now. You know, I don't really consider what I'm doing essential work, but you know, it's good. Like, I can work from home still, so I'll still keep doing it. The world will keep spinning if I can't do this. 3 Warhammer minis. Listen, I may have been looking at a couple Warhammer minis, and you know, once I finish this painting, I'll feel better about going and doing stuff like that. But I want to make sure that this painting is done, because people on, you know, on Arcade are, you know, paying for me to make these things. So I want to make sure that's done. But I definitely, that's not stimulating the economy. You must consume product. Okay, so, like, Games Workshop opened up, like, online shipping inside the United States as of, I want to say, like, 2 days ago. And that means that I can get stuff shipped to my local store again. And I'm just like, you know, those burner bombers are really good now. Like, they were kind of just a joke choice before that, but good. Really good. So, I don't know. That's on my list. I don't really buy shit outside of Warhammer stuff. But who will you play with? I mean, I'm going to have to build them. There is like a local, or there is an online tournament scene that is being streamed on Twitch. And I'm trying to get in that. I don't think anyone would actually want to watch that. But. Alright, I need to cuss. Okay, just bring it down long enough that I can have a cigarette. Stress can kill you. Yeah, stress is deadly. Just like in real life, stress is really bad for your health. Okay, that's good enough to get me all the way to the shoreline. So, yeah, I think both of them don't attack directly straight on. I think goblins are more likely to, like, I don't know, kill weak people. Whereas, like, a gremlin is more likely to, like, sneak into your house and, like, steal all of your, like, sugar or something. Something weird like that. But yeah, it might be streamed on Twitch if I can actually figure out who's sponsoring it. I don't know. I'll go check into it, but I think that would be fun. I think the build that I got right now is pretty good, and it's, you know, for the cost of Tabletop Sim, which I already own and already played on quite a few times. It's 8-1 as far as record goes, and I probably could have won that one had I not been stupid, but, you know, that's essentially how you lose that game. So, yeah, maybe. You can turn up the thing. Yeah, let me turn it up a little bit. XCOM Gladius. I don't remember which one Gladius is. Dawn of War 1 is good. And all the expansions for it are good. I've heard good things about Mechanicus. And Space Marine was good. I streamed that. I didn't like Space Wolf. I thought Space Wolf was kind of dull. Alright, do I have enough money to actually buy this shit? How much is it? Oh, right, it's this. Alright, here, can I just... Alright, and then... You're about $10 short. Well, alright, so is there a better way that I could make money? Just sit in the pub and just like have a smoke. I think gambling's probably... I'm sorry, but thou must. Does anyone actually play Space Wolves? I know some unfortunate people. It's not a good choice. If I just like pull this whole thing, that is a hell of a drag I just pulled. Don't do that. Like, don't smoke in general, but definitely don't just like one-shot your cigarettes. Like, that's just... I don't even know how you could pull... That's just not good. Hey, we won. And then I always want to do it on this one, because otherwise it's basically just like... And then it'll be lower, I guess. Sure. And then we'll do it again. Lower. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to find a different way of making money, because this is taking way too long. Like, I don't think it's even physically... it probably is, but it's dumb. Buy a second set of juice, and then... oh. Alright. Thanks. So, we need 2 2,442. I think if we go do hay bales, we might be able to get some. I think the hay bale thing is still on the table, so that might be what we're doing now. And then, ostensibly, we should put like 1 or 2 new parts into the car. Because then we'll have a way of doing it. Now, this counts as food, so it's fine. Unless if we have enough gas to be able to run the forklift all the way there. I don't even know if we have access to the forklift. He only pays you when you get all 20. Oh, God, that sounds awful. Thank you for the 100 bits on your AM radio. The kitties are doing good. Abby, I love her, but, like, she doesn't really understand shoes, masks, or hats. And as a result, when my mom came over the other day, who babysat them when we were on vacation, right? Didn't know who it was. And in fact, if I put on a pair of shoes, she gets confused and she's like, who the fuck are you? I put on a hat. I have a top hat. I put on a tap hat while she was looking at me, and then she was like, Jesus Christ, who are you? So, you know, I love her, but... a tap hat. There you go. She's a sweetheart, but she's not very smart. She wore it one time too, when she was how do you pronounce that? Nostalgia? Yeah, basically. If you deliver 12 kilo, it's the fast way to make some quick cash, assuming that it's done brewing and didn't fuck it up by throwing in the yeast in first. We have to hope that that happens. Prosopagnosia. There you go. When we first got Abby, she got threatened by her own, like, reflection. Herman just is entranced by the idea of a mirror, but he's smart. Like, he gets that it's him. But, when we first got Abby, she definitely got freaked out by the mirror. What else were we talking about? Can you do math? No, but like, you know, I think I've told this story. One time I was streaming, so Tilda likes, I should say, Tilda's an awesome wife, and she takes care of the cats while I'm streaming, so that way they don't, like, pull shenanigans. To the best of her ability, they're cats, so there's not really much you can do there. But she does try and wrangle them for the, you know, as best as she can. So during one stream, it was during one of the Town and Nowhere streams, I just was like, I think it was episode 9. In fact, it was episode 9. I was like, listen, honey, like, I'm super stressed about this one. Can you just keep him in the room with you until the stream's over and just make sure that it's okay? And she's like, yeah, you got it, because she's awesome. Anyway, Herman must have blamed her for it. So instead of going for the, do you want to try the vets? Oh, I could try gambling. Is that there? I could try doing, like, I mean, gambling might be the trick. So anyway, I wear, like, headphones to bed sometimes, and she has headphones that she listens to her iPod with and all that. It's, no, okay. We'll go back this way. Ooh, okay. We gotta wait until night, right? Anyway, he went past mine that were readily available and climbed into the, like, nightstand to go find hers to chew them up because she was the one that didn't let them out. According to Herman's logic. Like, Herman is smart and vindictive. Like, he waited. That was premeditated. He was like, later. Am I freaked out by the mirror? No, no, fortunately, I've grown past the fear of mirrors. Like, he knew. Now, yeah. So he knew to, like, where it was gonna be and how to get to it, and then from there, cause problems. He's a good boy. Except for when he's not being a good boy. But yeah. Do we have an actual... I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring this up again. So, Elon Musk's kid, right? We know why, like, the letters were chosen, because it's, like, just kind of a random collection of things that they liked. Do we know how it's pronounced? Like, do we have a confirmation on that yet? Sasha Archangel. What? X-Ash Archangel. Josh. See, I've heard people say it's Samurai. He said today it's X-Ash Archangel. God damn. Poor kid. Like, if it weren't for the fact that his parents are stupid rich, he's gonna get bullied for that all of the goddamn time. I heard someone say it, and I think it might be kind of true. Looks like a storm front's coming in. Like, we are probably the first people to bully that kid. And honestly, I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that at all, because I'm not making fun of the kid. In fact, I think most people who think that name is dumb don't think it's the kid's fault. No one's blaming the kid for being named that. Like, literally, he pops out and he's like, hey, I'm so glad to be a part of this world. You know, it's going to be a rough one, but I think I got this. You know, I got good parents that care for me and all of that. And the parents are like, here's some random garbage as a name. It's like, oh, all right. Little, like, explosion of... It's hold to bring them all out. There we go. And that way, if it, like, exploded, all of it would stay in here. All right. Yeah, it's not the kid's fault. So this is not the right color for it to be done, right? So we really can't do anything with the car just yet. I'm gonna pee in my mouth while I have a quick think. Just a tasty little snack to try and think about what I'm doing. So anyway, if we can't get the money yet, then we might as well work on the car a little bit. Hold on. I got the last little bit to get out. All right, cool. Don't ever make that sound again. What sound? No, I definitely got wet there. Like, I'm definitely dirtier than I was. All right, so... God, I just don't want to deal with any of this. Like, most of this, I don't even know what the fuck it does. I feel like half of me building this car is just going, I don't know what that is. Also, my car is slowly rotating. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but it is in a constant state of rotation. On? On. On? There we are. Okay. The kill you is done? Is it? I'm gonna have to burn through all this, all these bottles first. There's news that due to Final Fantasy VII Remake, there's going to be influx named after the... Or kids named after the characters. I mean, I get it. But, like, I'll be honest, like, the number of people that I've made fun of for having chosen the name Sephiroth XX420 or what have you is probably enough, like, I don't know, example on why you shouldn't name your child that. Because that child, yeah, that child's gonna get made fun of. Like 100%.
Eläimistä mainittakoon kaloista. Täällä Lapin luonnossa
Sephiroth, yeah.
kuten
Cloud.
väylä.
Jesse is fine. Jesse is fine. You could name your child Jesse and it not be a, like, actual issue. No one would be like, oh, is that a... Your parents were fucking nerds for naming you that. Like, I didn't even know that was a Final Fantasy VII character. I've never played the game. I don't really have any intention to, I'll be honest. I just don't care for, like, JRPGs. Though apparently they're less menu-based than they used to be.
Juoksevat kaksin jaloin.
Well, JRPGs outside of, like, Dark Souls. But, you know, we're talking about the very menu-based combat style thing.
Esimerkiksi sellainen eläin kuin
That kind of stuff I just don't care for.
lauste.
I find it incredibly dull.
Se tuo mukanansa
How about we focus on the kill you? Well, I need to eat more.
sellaisen näkee, niin hänen
I named myself after the two greatest himbos that I know. Zombie Wang Plays. I don't know what that reference is. That piss is just like molding now? There's some Sasuke's around. Sasuke is a really unfortunate one. What was it you just installed? That was a shock absorber.
luonnon helmasta vielä yksittäisiä.
So, if, I can't... How do I transport all of this shit? Like, how am I gonna get all of this juice? A 1x12 and a... Okay, a 1x12 and two
Nämä
6 mils. Okay.
erittäin ahneita. Luonnossa olen kyllä elänyt hyvin pitkään.
Like, there was always those contests and shit where it's like, name your kid,
Väitetään,
suck my balls in order to, like, win a free 5-week getaway to
tuota,
go fuck yourself.
Jukka, miten kauan tarvii tehdä vielä?
You know? Like the Turok thing, yeah, Bodhi McBoatface.
Tehdä vielä?
And the Dovahkiin kid. I wonder if they, like, changed his name. It's in the trunk. What do you mean it's in the trunk? The thing I need to screw in is in the trunk? Why is it here? Oh my god. What?
Minä semmoista soitaa, että olisiko sulla tuo kallaa? Onko sulla ollut katiskaa veessä? Jos sulla on...
Keippo. Toisen nimi on Juuri Naakka.
We don't have any. We don't have any fish. So just called grandma a pussy and hung up.
On eräs laji, joka nyt tuli mieleen. Ja
I legally changed my name Hella Jeff. Okay. She doesn't know. She can barely hear. She didn't hear me. It's fine. The car is making some interesting car sounds.
vietä jäynää.
I'll go ahead and do this bit, then I'll go and find the 2x6s.
Luonnosta. Ja tuolla merellä
Did it become more central? Listen, I think you're just, you know, it's that like whole whatever it's called thing, Corona thing where everyone's wanting to fuck their roommates thing. Except for it's with Mr. Bucket. You're having that, but with Mr. Bucket right now. Have you heard? Everyone about a month ago was super horny. But now, everyone's not. Like, everyone's fucking just done with the people they have to live with. And it's just like, can you just... Why are you hanging out with these people? Now, in some cases, like roommates, it's just like, fucking hell. It's like cabin fever, but it's like horny. The horniness is dying off, and everyone's just like, oh. Check and see if the van's there. That's a good point. They repealed the Horny Rights Act, didn't you hear? I see. Well, you know, it's just like America to take away our rights to be horny. Okay, it looks like the van is there. Did you know that April 4th was... Yeah, I did see that, and it was definitely true. Alright, cool. So you can steal the van. That's gonna help quite a bit. Well, we should probably wait to steal it until after we get enough. You don't have the keys yet. Knock until he answers. I see. ADX NSP, thank you for the 44 months of support. Do not fill the van with fuel oil. If you do, you lose the shit truck forever. Is that like a glitch, or is that like a natural progression of things happening? Can I pee on my... I shouldn't. Well, I need to empty out all of those other things of, how many more do I have? I've got 4 left? Yeah, I got 4 left. Not hungry, though. Let me make a little bit of... He gets fined and has to sell the shit truck off to... This is how I greet everyone. In this game, that's how I greet everyone. Brisky, thank you for the 3 years of support. Thank you, dude. That's very nice of you. I'm gonna crank this a bit. Chat is sour plizzing. There we go. Alright, so... Put the headlights in, probably, right? Like, that's a thing that I know what it is. I think just having parts off of, like, the table might help. Like, I might feel better if I just see less things out and about to, like, deal with. You have to wire them first. Fuck! Alright, fine, whatever. Alright, other shit. Alright, this coil spring. Front of the car? Okay, there's one already up there, it looks like. With the other shock absorber. Maybe it goes in here? It probably goes near one of the wheels, I would assume. You started a timer when he loses his license, at which point you head to the inspection shop to keep... Okay, cool. That wiring diagram I sent you 2 years ago is still relevant. I'm sure it is. I'd have to go find that. Trying to determine what of this I know. Okay, but maybe wheels, but I don't have wheels. Fuck, I'm gonna have to go find the wheels. All right, that's the thing we're gonna have to do in a minute. Clutch, radio, brake lining, hubcaps. All right, so then this thing probably goes in here. It probably goes like, I think I recall this going like right about here. What? I mean, I could put the seats in, but I think that would be a problem. Yeah, okay, so I think I've shown off how much I know about cars. And we've hit the limit. We've hit it. The limit has been found, and it's lacking. It goes back in the back of the steering bay. Okay, well this thing goes in. Why am I walking? Surely this goes in the car, right? What is this? This is an exhaust pipe. Alright, so this probably goes that way it matches up with where the... Where is the thing? There's like usually a little hole in the back. Am I getting close? No, I don't need this. Okay. It's gotta be somewhere in this area, right? There it is. Okay, now can I stop trying to tow this thing? That goes where you're trying to put the engine must be put in first. Okay, well, it fell off instantly. Great. We can put the boot lid on. I know what this is. That's a trunk. Ooh. Why is it like that? Don't be like that instead. Okay, can you be not broken? Did you know some people have an anti-gamer spray that's meant to be like bug spray but for gamers? Lysol? Like, what would that even be? Like, it's not Axe, because that's what gamers already put on themselves for some unfortunate reason. I haven't seen an Axe commercial in years. They used to be like, you spray Axe on yourself and every woman in a 300-mile radius wants to suck your dick. And it's like, yeah. That might explain why so many teenagers were doing that as like a thing. Like they would just bathe in the shit, like a can a day. They don't do that anymore. I think they're trying to do like it's literally called, oh, it's an actual thing. I thought you were just fucking around. Okay, cool. That's unfortunate. Do I want to know generally where the wheels are? I'll get around to it. I have seen a lot of commercials recently that were along the lines of like, hold up, let me turn off the music and it's just like, hello. There's some nice piano music going and it's like, in these trying times, we are doing what we can to keep everything normal. And that's why we've not changed the price of anything. We can come together, united as one. And then it's got some picture of some dude, and he looks very stern. And then they got like a couple other people, and they look very stern as well. And it's like, McDonald's. It's like, what the fuck are you doing for your employees? That's probably bad. Oh, fuck, it's Boogie Nation. Boogie Nation, yeah. It's so bad. Please jack this big boy up. Oh, I'm jacking him up pretty good. Like, I wish they would stop making those in these trying times. We've come together to do nothing. Buy our shit anyway. How would they pander to you anyway? I mean, like, I would like for once them to just be like, we actually just fucking don't care. Like, in this time of crisis, I don't know, just come buy our shit, whatever, my dude. Like, we're not gonna pay our employees anymore, but show up anyway. Just give us money. You know? What would an anti-rev spray be like? I think that's just Axe. Like, you get pretty far, in my book, if you were just honest about being a piece of shit. Because it just seems like, who the fuck is falling for that? Who is like, yeah, you know what? McDonald's really does care. Like, they're doing absolutely nothing different. And it's not like they've done anything. I think a couple of them have actually partnered with, like, this organization or that organization to do something, but it's just like, you know, trying to think of a time where like a company was honest about its stuff and it actually made me want to buy it. Does anyone know a company that actually did that? Car noises are increasing. The car noises are fine. What? What, Grandma? He wants to buy firewood from us, which I guess we could do. Oh, hey, that one's empty. Never mind. Cheap knife of acceptable quality. Honestly? Yeah, he's on the way, so we might as well do some of the firewood. I guess, I mean, like, I don't have that much, right? Like, I could probably just hit up the, I could just drink the rest of this. It tastes awful, but it works. I'd love to see someone, like, do that for, like, a completely non-food item. Something like, you know, I don't know. Tastes awful, but it works. Shell gas. It's like pure concentrated juice. Is that the kill you that you added sausage to? It is, yes. Walmart. Tastes awful, but whatever. It works. I'm fine on the closet juice. Alright. Now comes the delicate part where I try and make sure that I don't fuck this up. Alright, well, I think I need to go ahead and, save just to lock the keys in the van. Alright, let me, like, finish my cigarette, then I'll go do that. God, it's just, it's impressively stupid. There you go. Alright. We got the thing now, so we can just do that, and then our fatigue is getting pretty high, so we probably just want to like hold out until daytime. Never sleep while smoking. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember that being a problem prior. Alright, so we're gonna just chop some firewood real quick. I mean, like, medical ads are, like, accurate, but not by choice. I feel like they do it because they have to. But they do it in a really weird way. Other countries don't have medical ads, it turns out. But for those of you who aren't American, imagine, like, seeing, like, an ad for, I don't know, heart medication. And it's like, do you sometimes feel tired? Do you sometimes wish that you had more energy? Can you not keep up with your kids anymore? It's sad that Grandpa can't keep up with us anymore. Try this medicine. It'll make you happy. All you gotta do is take it. And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, it's sure, okay. And then it's like, side effects include intense diarrhea, ass shitting, beaver syndrome, wandering eyeballs. And it's like all while someone is like having just a fucking great time hanging out with their kids. Beaver syndrome. It's true. It's real. Would I ever buy a titty bear? No, I've decided against buying a titty bear at any point in my life. I forgot about the titty bear. I think I was streaming this when I was talking about the titty bear, wasn't I? Alright. The fuck is going on with that? That was a glitchy ass thing going on. Alright. Lung explosions and even death. Ask your doctor if you will die pills are right for you. Oh, right. I fucking hate this vehicle. Oh, yeah. I can't imagine trying to go and get the hay bales with this sack of shit. Use the hand throttle? I mean, I am throttling it with my hands. That's the wrong button. The fuck piece of equipment is that? Okay. The fuck is this thing? Is that an engine? Yeah, and it'll be for things like, I gave it for like a heart disease thing, but like you can also have it for things like, I don't know. You'll have like medication ads for like, do your eyes sometimes water when you first wake up in the morning? Ask if, I don't know, Oedipus is right for you. Oedipus has a few side effects that we have to tell you about, including death, discomfort, ass blast, depression, erectile dysfunction, big dick syndrome, tiny dick syndrome, wanting to fuck your mother, and even instantaneous explosions. Ear barfing. And it's just like, isn't that instantly worse than any of the problem that, like, my eyes watering in the morning is really not that much of an inconvenience, but they convince you that it's like, this is a debilitating disease you've got. And maybe for like some people, maybe like less than 1% of the world, they have like extreme eye watering. And it's like to the point where they're just like, they wake up every morning and they're just drowning in their eye tears. You know? But like, that shouldn't be marketed at like a national level, you know? Like, you should get diagnosed from that. And then the doctor be like, oh man, hey, you have this incredibly weird disease that makes your eyes water. It's really bizarre. Like, I just kind of assumed that was a thing. I'm thirsty, but I have a full sack of urine, so that's fine. I didn't intend on this getting political. I was just trying to point out that I think those ads are weird. Oh, I can hold multiple in there. Okay, cool. Can I just like... Okay, cool. Okay, and then just... Oh, I see. Hold up. I got a better idea. Perfect. Oh, I've got a strategy now. Oh, there's a system. Thank you for telling me about this thing. The trailer has some jiggles, but I think it's fine. So dumb. There we go. We're getting it. I think I'll try and make sure all of the future ones are just angled, so that way it's fine. I played a little bit of Animal Crossing. Tilda finally showed me how to play. And it's a good game. Me and Tilda will have to do it together at some point, but it's a solid game. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but it's just, I don't know. She's been enjoying it quite a bit. Like, the town is like super built up, and she has all of her favorite villagers for the most part. She had to order an amiibo card because one of them just wasn't showing up. It's kind of funky on one system, because you can't do everything that you'd like to. Like, you can't access your inventory if you're one of the two players, but you can switch which one you are at any given time. So it's not too bad. But you are, though, Johto. Why wouldn't you be? How do we lose almost 100 Corona? I needed some stuff. I needed cigarettes and stuff. There's only 2 log textures, yeah. Am I still living in a tent? Yeah, because, I mean, like, I only started it yesterday. So, I mean, like, you know. Helpful detail, cutting firewood cuts stress. That's good. The juice? I mean, we're good on the juice front now. Just, this is the same direction as the other stuff that I'm trying to do. So I'm just gonna, like, make sure that this is done at the same time. Corona? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that in any way other than Corona. This is a ridiculously silly way of dealing with this problem. Wow, that's amazing. That's so good. Just rub this along until I get everything. Then just like angle it just right where it says pick firewood and it just drops it all. Oh, I love this. This is good. If by silly you mean efficient. Oh, it's amazing. It's a vacuum. And if I set it like right there, I should be good. I'm gonna piss into my mouth again. I know it's not a fan favorite, but it's, you know, it's what you gotta do. I mean, it'll take me all of like a full minute to go all the way back to get, you know. It's just, it's too far to walk all the way. I mean, look, the house is all the way over there on the other side of that building. It's just, it's so far. It's so far. What am I supposed to do? Actually walk there? It's weird when it gets on its side like this. You gotta like jam the axe in there. Sort of like that, and that fixes it. Zinni, thank you for the 3 months of support. Piss Legend. It's the name of the game, man. It's the name of the game. It's recycling. I'm a 100% efficient being. I have no faults. I am just like, energy comes in and it stays in. I never waste a single moment and a single resource put into my body. 100% efficiency. Well, this is 1990 something, so it may not be Corona anymore.
Huonosti ajoitettu varosyöminen juuri ennen tarkoin laskelmoitua lounastuntia saattaa aiheuttaa sen, että
that red bar is for repairing a particular kind of damage to the car. They're the damage that only Atari can fix perfectly. Why is... Oh, firewood's blocking the spawn. Well, then just fucking get off. Alright, cool. There we go. I might be able to do this enough that they just randomly fly into it. He's just eating chips on live TV. I love this game. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's great. So yeah, we were supposed to, I guess I should say this. Me and Ima were supposed to do a thing tonight. It didn't work out. We should be doing it tomorrow. We'll be reading like Homestuck together. And if not tomorrow, soon. And that'll be good. It should be, like I said, different than with with Mike, but I think it means that we'll actually get some pages done. We'll see. She is exceptionally good at trolling me, so it may just be her fucking with me the entire time. Who knows? We shall see. Is this working? So I don't really need to move it around. I just need to get it into the right position where I can pick up several. It's like Pac-Man, but dumber. Or Katamari, but dumber. In 1995, the currency of Finland became the marka. As a Finn, I'm deeply offended. I'm sorry. I like that your name is Perkele Vitu. It's a good name. You know, honestly, I think the Mr. Bucket emote is probably the worst emote to exist on this website, and I'm glad it's one of mine. Like, it's just dreadful. It's awful to look at. It's like what Dr. Frankenstein must have thought when he saw his, like, monster. He must have been like, Jesus, why did I make this? How can you not like Mr. Bucket? No, I love it. It's fucking awful. I think you must understood. Like, it's just dreadful. There used to be this one that was Sonic mixed with the wife from Family Guy. So is that a joke thing? Like, they knew that was stupid, or like what? No, I've seen the Shrek, and I've seen Mike's emote. Yeah, I know of it. He made sure to show me. I was initially disappointed you've amended that in full. Good. Because it was making the pog face. And I wanted to make sure that it had more pronounced cheeks before. No, that was basically it. It had less cheeks. It looks like one of those scary claymation things. Made by someone who just, like, wants to scare children. There's some, what was it? There's some creepypasta. I've been just listening to awful creepypasta recently. Just like nothing even worth mentioning. One was about vampires, and they were just like, oh, look, the vampires are real. Like, honestly, if you're gonna have a disease, okay, this is just me personally, and I think I've talked about this before, but fuck it, I'm doing it again. I think if you're gonna have a disease in a thing like, I don't know, vampirism or zombies, like, anyone who knows anything about virology or whatever, it's just, I don't know. You don't know enough about it in order to write it convincingly. And that's one of the things that they tell you, write what you know. I don't know enough about, like, I don't know, viruses to write a convincing zombie virus that makes sense. So just make it where it doesn't make sense. And it's just magic. And scientists are trying to figure it out. And they're like, there's no reason for this. Like, there's no biological reason that this is happening. It doesn't even make sense. They should have to breathe. They're zombies. Like, they're dead. They have to breathe. That's how muscles work. They're not getting any oxygen, and yet they continue to move. What the fuck is going on? I think that's so much better. I think that's so much better than trying to explain it away with science. Just like, magic is real, and it's fucking, like, you have misunderstood it entirely. Would you mind reading segments from Creepypasta or Creepypasta Wiki and or few articles from the SCP website? Yeah, we could do that. I don't know as if you want a dyslexic person reading, but again, I've been cursed with a beautiful voice and the inability to use it. So maybe, I don't know. I played SCP Containment Breach. I think that one's good. Could just stop here in a minute and we could read some. If anyone's got like a good recommendation for one. Could just become a Creepypasta YouTuber. Wonder if Mr. Creepypasta would, like, enjoy that.
Mitäs
Like if you would swing by.
ohjeistelussa sanotaan?
I know he's friends with Hoots.
Kutina saattaa jatkua vielä 2-3 viikkoa hoidon jälkeen. Sivuvaikutukset.
What's everyone's favorite? I still think the machine that makes anything is my favorite one. I like that one because it's not just like murder wizard. Like those are always boring, you know? Like I like the ones the lobotomy corp. I can't get into it, man. I thought it was alright, but I couldn't get into it. And I know that's not a popular opinion. I don't know. I think the standard stuff that makes horror isn't any good. I think the best horror is, and this is a personal thing, I think a lot of people just want it to be a monster that tracks you down and kills you, or whatever. I think a much more terrifying one is what actually scares you, you know? Like, I think that makes much better horror monsters, because just like, oh, it tries to murder you. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Pay a base boosted redacted bit. Student loans, yeah, that could be good. I like the idea of just every form of logic and reason being wrong. Like, you can't use it to solve this problem. It's just something that doesn't make sense. And that's about all you can understand about it. Like, you're just screwed. This thing's a bad thing. This is a problem. I think that's much more interesting. The first translation of that game wasn't particularly great, but I don't think it was really their fault. Slenderman and Jack the Killer type. That kind of stuff works, I guess. I mean, Jack the Killer was just a guy who lost his mind, right? It's been a while since I've read that one. Slenderman really never really did it for me. Okay. Okay. Everything still seems fine, so it's okay. I don't know why that happened, but... Do you remember the Slender Man movie? Yeah, I didn't go watch it. Apparently it was bad. Anytime where you start, like, knowing too much about the evil thing, I feel like that's where the story starts getting a little bit silly. Insidious, I think, was an example of that. It's my favorite, like, was a good horror movie up until you learned something. Alright. Finvox, stop. Alright, cool. Drink some water. Go to sleep. In the morning, we'll go drop off that stuff and the booze. And that should be fine. That way we don't have to deal with it being night at any time. I was kind of just waiting for it to be night because it was almost time. Oh my god, this asshole. Wake up. Oh, I'm awake. I'm not moving. Alright, I'm looking straight up, then straight down. And then just doing a slow rotate until I can find my bed. Is this my bed? What is that? That's the window. So that means my bed is in this area. That's probably my window, right? Anyone who calls at 3 a.m. deserves to get punched in the throat. I have to agree. I've never been the kind of person who calls past, like, I don't know, fucking 10 o'clock unless if I'm, like, intentionally meeting up with them later. Like, if I know that I'm meeting up with someone, I can call them real goddamn late. No, I've already decided I'm not going to pick up that phone call. I just need to figure out where the fuck the... Where is the bed? Okay. Am I outside the room? Also, you can see the radio tower out your window. Yeah, you can. Time to turn up the brightness. This is just... That's just the graphics. This is just what the game is supposed to look like. World of Horror got a new update? Oh, fuck. We might have to do that. Ah, fuck. Alright. Okay, cool. Found the door. And I left that light on, which is not good. Flashlight? I saw it there for a second. Alright, there we go. Why couldn't I find this bed a minute ago? Oh, because I can't sleep anymore. Oh, I'm not tired anymore. Oh, rad. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I'll go to sleep then. How do I can put this down, right? What's the button? Oh. Okay, there we go. Save and quit to menu, just in case if it's still dark. Some time will pass, we'll wake up, and hopefully enough time has passed for it to be day. We could do some more World of Horror if you guys want. I mean, I know it didn't get anywhere near the top of the list, and I've already pissed off the Danganronpa people by not doing Danganronpa even though it won. But, like, you know, we could do that real quick. We got kind of chill chat going on right now, so, you know, why not, right? Either way, we should probably take a quick break to go to the bathroom and such. It is still night. Jesus fuck, it's still night. Okay. It updated recently. You sleep until your fatigue bar is empty. I try and make sure that the timing is that way it's nighttime, but I'm pretty sure it's based on fatigue. Alright. It's daytime now. Alright. Cool. So that means that we can go and do things. But how about we, take a quick, like, 2-minute break. And, then we can move on to World of Horror or something if you guys wish. I feel like Danganronpa, I've probably got about like 20 minutes before I get into the next murder, or the first murder, and I don't really want to like do that and be like, alright, time to stop. Let's do a little bit of World of Horror. I'm going to take a 2-minute break. You guys get up, move around. It's not good to sit on your ass all day. saying as someone, you know, who does that every day. Anyway, get up, move around. It'll help you out. You'll feel better. Okay? See you in like 2 minutes, then we'll come back with World of Horror. Sound good? BRB. We're almost back. And we're back. Are y'all behaving? They are, Natalie. They are. We're gonna switch games now. We're gonna switch over to World of Horror for some reason. What a Junji Ito. What shows up when I do that? Yeah, that's a good GIF. That's a good GIF. I'm like, what does Twitter think of Junji Ito? And that apparently is the answer. All right, cool. I'm gonna stop and restart stream. Give me the thing in chat when you hear this, and I'm gonna stop the stream, and that way the VOD gets cut up. Sound good? Let me know. All right, see you there.